Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, we had a new medicine cat arrive in camp and the clan helped each other to heal a little bit from the death of Stone Stripe. It was actually really nice to see that even though some cats were, questioning themselves and doubting their own decisions and capabilities, a lot of the other cats were coming together to support them. So we had that. I accidentally sent Hot Sauce, the new medicine cat, out with a patrol, and I didn't realize that, they would end up just having a herb patrol. But that's okay, because I learned my lesson. And this time around, I'm going to send her out with Dawn Valley. Hopefully, they do not discover a litter of 6 kittens now that we have 2 medicine cats with each other. Because Dawn Valley, he's been doing some stuff. He's been saving lives and basically being a good medicine cat, but it made the clan just exponentially grow when I was not mentally prepared. But I am excited to hopefully have a more peaceful day today and see what is going to happen. But at the same time, I feel like we kind of love drama. So, I don't know. We'll see what everyone gets up to. Let's open up our cat list and see how everyone is doing and maybe how the newer cat is settling in. So starting off with Frosta, missed a catch and is still sulking over it. Daisy Wish is drinking water from a nearby stream. Dawn Valley leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Look at him being playful. Hot Sauce offers tips to every cat in the clan. You know what? I like Hot Sauce a lot. It feels as though, even though Blue Paw kind of felt like Hot Sauce wasn't really doing her job as a medicine cat, I think Hot Sauce has actually been stepping up and maybe providing help in ways that Dawn Valley isn't very familiar with. I feel like Dawn Valley often misses the emotional aspects of healing, whereas I think he's started to become very attuned to, physical healing and making sure his herb stores and everything are all good and up to date, and he is applying the right kind of medicines to the right wounds. Whereas Hot Sauce, she has a more, I think, holistic approach to healing, which is actually really nice. And a lot of this comes out in conversations, which, some of the youngsters might not understand just yet, but they will as they get older. So this is kind of nice to see. Also, did we actually check her history? We did. We checked her history. Okay, that is good to know. Snail Dusk saw a 2-leg petting Alona and she is sick with a white cough, which is infectious. It's okay. We have 2 medicine cats. I'm sure they can take care of her. She cannot do any sort of mediation this turn or this moon, so that is fine. Juliet feels a sense of dread. I wonder why. You know what? I know why. So Juliet actually led a patrol in the Lost Moon, and they found a 2-leg cabin, and it was a successful patrol, especially because he had under his care 2 of the new apprentices, and everyone came back safe. But given that Juliet has run away from an abusive 2-leg owner, I think every time he comes into contact with, potentially 2 legs, it fills him with this sense of dread. So the other thing is, the patrol was the first kind of time, I think, ever since he entered the clan, he'd come into contact with anything that belonged to a 2-leg. So that probably added to his nervousness. It's okay, Juliet. It's okay. You have the cats with you. The 2 legs are very, very far away. Sandy Mask wants to compliment Juliet's fighting techniques. Oh, I love it when our cats bond like this. But Sandy Mask, our lovely Sandy Mask, is actually going ahead, and he is vengeful. So probably when he hears Juliet's backstory, he gets very, very angry at the 2-leg who treated Juliet the way that he did. And Sandy Mask, he's trying to instill some confidence into Juliet, saying that you did a really good job on your particular patrol, and you had, all these cool ideas, and you seem to have a very good understanding of defense and everything, and I think the apprentices learned a lot from you. So I like this. He's doing a good job of kind of talking Juliet up, which is really nice. Bruce is not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Okay, are we in... What season are we in right now? Hold on a second. And look, he's got the wildflower, he's got the ghost flowers hanging from his ear because Violet Paw gave it to him. This is so cute. I definitely feel like Bruce is not the type of cat to wear accessories on his fur. But because this adorable apprentice of his, he's like really loyal though. So, you know, he's got a really soft heart, and this adorable apprentice, maybe somewhat spoiled apprentice, gave him these pretty ghost flowers, and he just didn't have the heart to say no. So he's going around wearing it, even though I feel like it looks so out of place on him. Oh, that's cute though. I was wondering. It is Leaf Full. Okay, so that's why everyone is getting ready for Leaf Bear. Right, so Bloom Freckle is glad to not... Sorry, is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Language. Almost forgot. Language. Right, so there we go. Linja daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. I think she went on that patrol with Juliet, and she probably got so excited. She got so excited. She feels like she could be a warrior in Tiger Clan. Okay, Bidden is thinking about a strange two-leg object she saw recently. Alwiska is crushing leaves under her paws. Burm is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Kind of like the idea that maybe Burm and Bloom Freckle are hanging out together. Was she the one who... Yes, kind of like the idea that maybe they're hanging out together. Child Stripe is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste, and she's injured because she got swept out into the ocean. And, yeah, she's got water in her lungs. But, okay, so, I mean, is this a permanent thing? Because it doesn't say how many moons she is going to be out for. I hope this isn't a permanent thing, that she has water in her lungs. That is going to be so tragic. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, Iris Quiver is playing a prank on Bidden. Cicada Lotus is sharpening his claws. Blue Paw is not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. This is another, like, I feel like full circle thing with the seasons, because Blue Paw, this is actually Blue Paw and the other paws, like the two brothers, no longer the three silver brothers, the two silver brothers. It is their second winter in the world because they were actually born last winter. They were born last Leaf Bear. So that's kind of intriguing how the previous Leaf Bear and this Leaf Bear is very different for them. Eggpaw is thinking of giving his mentor a gift for her hard work. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. We were kind of talking in the last video about how Burm, well, for some reason wasn't able to mourn properly, and Eggpaw noticed that she was holding it in, so he started kind of filling in the paws of Stone Stripe and doing what Stone Stripe used to do when she was alive, and he was helping to patch up the camp walls with twigs, and, you know, hoping that his mentor would come join him maybe, and that would be the way for her to mourn. And now he's thinking of giving his mentor a gift for her hard work. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. I think he's trying in his own way to tell Burm that, you know, I can see the way that you've been trying to be a really good mentor to me, even though, you know, it's been tough emotionally. Ah, Eggpaw. Eggpaw's adorable. Okay, Whisperpaw is drinking water from a nearby stream. Wait, hold on. Was Daisy Wish drinking water? Yes. Okay, so Whisperpaw and Daisy Wish are drinking water from a stream together. Usually when they have overlapping, like, things they're doing, I like the idea of them doing it together. And I think this is cool because there was a period where I think Burnpaw's family, so, you know, Alwiska, Whisperpaw, Eggpaw, they were all, I think, thinking really harshly about Daisy Wish. But since Stone Stripe's death, they have started having like a bit more empathy, and they've stopped blaming. They've accepted and they've kind of grieved and they've stopped blaming. And so it's nice when they do things together with her, when they try and talk to her, when they try and cheer her up, when they try and give her company. and do things like this with her. I think it's very nice. I think they're trying to help with that feeling of guilt they can see in Daisy Wish about the deaths. Airpaw is hoping he finds an opportunity to slip back to his nest. Airpaw, are you being lazy? Okay, Violetpaw practices her father's sleep. Okay, guys, I think this just kind of shows that, like, the fact that she's practicing shows how good of a mentor Bruce is. Like, whatever it is about him, like whether it's with Whisperpaw or with Violetpaw, he's somehow able to get them in the mood for training. Like, being around him, they just want to train and maybe be like Bruce. So that is really cool. Okay, Darkpaw pretends to be busy. You know what? I think we did see earlier in the day, like in the events, in last episode, we saw that Bloomfreckle and Darkpaw had like this major disagreement. And it kind of left, I think, a sour taste in their mouths. And so now Darkpaw is pretending to be busy so that his mentor doesn't call him to do something. Oh no. Oh no. I had so much hope for these two. I hope they're able to resolve this difference they have, because I have so much hope for these two. Ay. Okay, so we have wrapped up with that. Let's go ahead, do our patrols, see what's going on here. This time around, guys, I am going to send the medicine cats together, because I remembered. So there we go. They're going to go on a herb gathering patrol, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, Hot Sauce ponders one of life's little ironies with a small smile. Dawn Valley hears Hot Sauce chuckling and can't help but lash his tail. Why is Hot Sauce laughing at him when he's just trying to get the herbs? I mean, just trying to help get the herbs. Oh no. Okay, so this is the first time our medicine cats have actually gone out together, and they don't seem to get along with each other. You know what? I can kind of see, because I mean, Dawn Valley, he stepped into this role as like a power play. He didn't really know anything about it, but he has slowly and surely improved, I feel like, and he has like started getting a really good understanding and taking his role more seriously. I think those instances where he found the litters of kittens, they really helped him get serious about being a medicine cat and train himself further. So I think he has been like on this path to improvement, and so he got into, like, he really settled himself into the clan and his role, right? And he started getting more confidence in what he's doing. But then this new cat comes along, and this new cat actually knows more than him, and she's barely been around, and she's going around giving everyone advice, and now it seems like she's the main medicine cat, and Dawn Valley's like on the side, and I don't think Dawn Valley likes that, so he's kind of bristling at her presence. And then when they're going out to do patrolling, she is like bringing all this confidence with her, and she kind of doesn't need him there, you know, she's kind of doing her own thing. Whereas maybe in Dawn Valley's head, he thought, I will show her around our beach and what you find on our beach, because that's what I do. But Hot Sauce is kind of maybe chuckling at him, or not necessarily at him, but she's kind of just chuckling to herself perhaps, because she's familiarized herself with what is on offer in terms of herbs and where they are. So I think Dawn Valley feels like a child next to her, and he doesn't like that. Interesting. Okay, time for us to send out patrols and see what is going to happen. So let's have a look. First up, we have Alwiska, who is not taking her apprentice with her. Okay, so Alwiska, Linja, Cicada Lotus, Blue Paw, whose mother is also sending him off, and Violet Paw, who is not actually going to be with Bruce, and Froster. So I guess I like it in a patrol when you have an active mentor to say that, you know, the other mentors have entrusted their apprentices to this particular mentor. So I suppose, and it's kind of a way of like exchange, you know, an exchange situation where you're learning from a different environment and from different teachers. But I guess Daisy Wish and Bruce, they've entrusted their apprentices to Alwiska for this particular patrol to see what they can learn from her. So let's go ahead and see what happens. As Froststar sets up the cats to practice together, Bluepaw and Violetpaw sit in the back, hiding their lashing tails as they plan their prank. Oh, so Froststar is leading this particular patrol. Not only do the apprentices get too caught up in the training to enact their plans, but their training ends up going poorly as well. Oh no. So unfortunately, this wasn't as helpful as their mentors would have liked. Yikes. Okay, I think that just showed how capable Bruce is, because when Bruce is in the picture, the apprentices pay attention. As soon as you take Bruce out, Violet was distracted. So, Okay, next up we have Bidden, Daisy Wish, Whisperpaw, Iris Quiver, Julia, and Bruce. Okay, this is actually the first patrol, guys, that Whisperpaw is going on. Actually, not the first. This is the second patrol he's going on with Bidden. But this time, Bruce is here as well. So I kind of like the progress we've been seeing. So the very first patrol Whisperpaw went on, he went with his mentor Bidden, and he was very distracted. He was not engaging. He didn't want to do anything. He was not caring. So then Bidden's strategy changed, and for the next two patrols, she decided to send him, Whisperpaw, out with Bruce. And Whisperpaw had a much better time, he had much more productive patrols with Bruce. And now that Whisperpaw's attitude has been improving, Bidden has decided, okay, this patrol, she is gonna go with Whisperpaw and Bruce. So she's gonna see how that affects Whisperpaw. With someone, a cat that he gets along well with and listens to, and then also with his mentor. So I have high hopes for this. I'm excited. The patrol wants to hold a training session for Whisperpaw. This is exactly what I was saying. They decide to focus on how best to navigate the rocky tide pools, and Daisy Wish is leading this particular patrol. Whisperpaw picks up the instruction quickly and is soon hopping from pool to pool, picking out the tasty morsels from them. Guys, I love this. This is amazing. So, Bidden had a really good idea of what gets Whisperpaw going, and she chose a patrol where Whisperpaw could be with her and Bruce, and hoping that Bruce would balance out any of the disinterest that Whisperpaw might have. And for whatever reason, with this particular combo, Whisperpaw, he was paying attention. This boy was paying attention, and things ended up going really, really good. And I think this would also be really calming for Daisy Wish and build up her confidence just a little bit, because, everyone had a good time on a patrol that she led. I'm so happy! Okay, and our final patrol is going to be with Darkpaw, Airpaw, Eggpaw, Burm, Bloomfreckle, and Sandy Mask. So, it seems as though, guys, I don't know who's going to be leading this. I'm assuming Sandy Mask, but I could be wrong. Darkpaw and Bloomfreckle, they're going to be going out together, so Bloomfreckle wants to keep her apprentice with her, and they have been having disagreements, so I don't know, maybe Bloomfreckle is hoping that they'll be able to resolve it during this patrol. And then Burm and Eggpaw have really been bonding, no effort needed. So Burm is keeping Eggpaw close with her, and Airpaw has been entrusted to both Burm and Bloomfreckle. So we'll see how that goes as well. Okay, let's go on this patrol. The patrol encounters a sandy beach where a lot of two-legs linger. A two-leg spots Bloomfreckle and crouches down, clicking softly. Bloomfreckle hisses and flees. Okay, so they kind of escaped that. I'm wondering whether, Bloomfreckle came really close to being caught up in a cage and taken away by the two legs. So I wonder if that is going to change the dynamic between Darkpaw and Bloomfreckle. Is Darkpaw going to maybe appreciate his mentor more because everyone will have gotten a bit of a scare that Bloomfreckle was almost taken away by the two legs? I don't know, but I really like the dynamic between everyone and what was happening. So that was very good. That was very productive. and peaceful, which is what I wanted. Okay, so we have Fan Clan over here. We'll go ahead and befriend Otter Clan, and we also want to try and oh, that's right! That's right! Gardenia and Oleander Whisker. Right. And this really beautiful gem-like cat. Gardenia did come first. I want to try and invite him in. So we're going to try inviting Gardenia. We couldn't find him last time, so we'll try this moon. Okay, I am going to cut the recording here, and then we'll be right back, guys. It is time for us to skip a moon and see if Frostar is finally going to give me some kids. Let's have a look. Nothing! No births and death notices, which makes me sad. Okay, terrible weather convinces Frostar to skip this gathering. Any befriending of Otter Clan can wait until the sky isn't caving in on Feather Clan. Okay, despite a long search, Gardenia could not be found by the clan. Where is Gardenia running off to? Like, we cannot find this cat. This is like 2 moons now. Okay, their love has been a slow, basking warmth, not a wildfire. An Iris Quiver wouldn't change it for the world. He's so excited to commit to padding at Cicada Lotus's side forever. Guys! Iris Quiver took Cicada Lotus as a mate! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He took Cicada Lotus as a mate, and we kind of saw the love between them kind of blooming in the previous moon. Whoa. You know what though? I think this is kind of sweet because Iris Quiver and his mate, they kind of separated a long time ago, and for a long time, you know, he wasn't really interested in anyone, and to be honest, I wasn't gonna pair him with another she-cat. And then Cicada Lotus, he was with Stone Stripe, and that kind of ended, and he hasn't really found anyone since then. But it seems as though he's been getting along well with Iris Quiver, and I guess Iris Quiver, I feel like in this situation, Iris Quiver was definitely the one pursuing Cicada Lotus. And it seems they found kind of love with each other, which is really, really sweet. I think, yeah, Iris Quiver was pursuing Cicada Lotus, and then Cicada Lotus kind of one day looked back and realized that actually he does have feelings for Iris Quiver. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, Burm was seen touching noses with someone from Fern Clan. Scandalous. Juliet misstepped and slipped from a rock, spraining his paw. Oh, I hope he feels a little bit better. It's okay, we have 2 medicine cats, guys. So, Juliet, you will be fine. Okay, let us go ahead, jump into relationships, and see what has been going on. Cicada Lotus has snuggled up against Bloomfreckle, which is kind of cute, and I would read into this more had I not just been made aware that Cicada Lotus is mates with Iris Quiver. And guys, Cicada Lotus decorates Iris Quiver's nest with flowers to surprise him. I do not remember seeing this much sweetness in their previous relationships, so this is actually really cute. Bloomfreckle and Violetpaw argue over a piece of fresh kill. Guys, look at this. I was hoping that the patrol would have... Oh wait, never mind. This is not... Never mind. I was freaking out. For a second, I thought Violetpaw was Darkpaw, but no. This is not that situation. Basically, Violetpaw is being sassy again. That's what's happening. Okay, Bloomfreckle and Cicada Lotus find a hidden part of the territory and keep it a secret together. Again, he was snuggling up to Bloomfreckle, so if I did not know about Cicada Lotus and Iris Quiver, I would be reading into this, but I am not. I am not reading into it. Okay, an injured butterfly lands in front of Frostar and Snaildusk, and they take turns nurturing it for a few days until it can fly again. That is nice. It is good for the mediator to have a good relationship with the leader. Frostar and Bloomfreckle share stories of a clanmate they didn't realize they both miss. Probably Stone Stripe, because they've actually known Stone Stripe since the very beginning. They were all kind of founders of Feather Clan. Okay, Daisy Wish clears up a misunderstanding with Snaildusk, which is really nice. Daisy Wish and Hot Sauce chat about clan news, and I think in the previous moon we saw Hot Sauce was trying to cheer up Daisy Wish, so I like that they're both spending some more time together. I think talking with Hot Sauce is good for Daisy Wish's emotional and mental health. Okay, Snaildusk is sparring with Bruce. Whisperpaw is the only one who gets Snail Dusk's joke. Again, this relationship I find really adorable because Snail Dusk has been one of the few cats, older cats, who have been able to befriend and understand and tame Whisperpaw. So when Whisperpaw was, a kit, Snail Dusk was the one who was able to tame him and kind of, dull his sharp edges. And then as an apprentice, Bruce kind of came in, and Bruce was able to then hone Whisperpaw and his interests. So I kind of like that Whisperpaw hasn't forgotten Snail Dusk now that he's getting older. Okay, Iris Quiver feels like Bloomfreckle has been quieter than usual. Guys. What if, this may be a stretch, I may be being dramatic, but what if we are not reading into things, but Bloomfreckle is reading into things? What if Cicada Lotus snuggling up to Bloomfreckle, and her allowing this, maybe she was starting to get feelings for Cicada Lotus, and then them going ahead and finding a hidden part of the territory and having like a secret that they're keeping together. Maybe that, kind of added to this sense that Bloomfreckle had of, oh, there is something here between us. But then she kind of started noticing that actually Iris Quiver, or maybe she found out that Cicada Lotus decorated Iris Quiver's nests with flowers, and she started noticing that, they actually seem to be more attuned to each other than normal friends would be. And Cicada Lotus seems to be more, like, it feels a bit different when he's with Iris Quiver. Bloomfreckle feels special with Cicada Lotus, but Cicada Lotus looks like he's more special with Iris Quiver. And I think because she's realizing that, she has started to become quieter than usual. And Iris Quiver, obviously paying attention to, who his mate spends time with, is also noticing that Bloomfreckle has been quieter. And maybe, and this is like a negative effect, but maybe a part of him knows, he has an inkling that it's because Bloomfreckle might have feelings for his mate. Okay, I don't know if at this point they have become mates, or if that happens further on down, like in the events, or if this is just before they become mates. Not entirely sure yet, but I think there's a love triangle going on. Oh, okay, so that just answered our question. Because they just became mates over here. So guys, I think Bloomfreckle started getting an inkling that something was very, very different between Iris Quiver and Cicada Lotus. And Iris Quiver, having noticed that, Bloomfreckle has been quieter, she actually has feelings for Cicada Lotus, Iris Quiver decided that he's not going to wait any longer. He's just going to go for it. So he actually went and kind of confessed his feelings with Cicada Lotus, and they ended up becoming mates officially. Iris Quiver couldn't wait after he realized that someone else also had their eyes on Cicada Lotus. The drama. Okay, my heart needs to calm down. I feel bad for Bloomfreckle. I feel really happy for Iris Quiver and Cicada Lotus, but I feel really bad for Bloomfreckle because her apprenticeship ain't going well. Her mentorship, it's just not going well. And now in her love life, this is not going well. She briefly had some comfort from Cicada Lotus, kind of following all the tension she's been having with Darkpaw, and then this happens. Oh, she must be so crushed. Okay, Cicada Lotus sends a clanmate to help Dawn Valley with something he's struggling with. Bidden's advice is more helpful than Dawn Valley expected. Dawn Valley might be reading a little too far into Bloomfreckle's kindness. Okay. I think I'm gonna say this is, because Dawn Valley's been happy with his mate. I don't think this is anything into like Bloomfreckle and Dawn Valley. I think Dawn Valley is noticing how kind Bloomfreckle is to Cicada Lotus, and maybe he's starting to read into that. And he's starting to think, like, does she have feelings for him? I think that's what's going through Dawn Valley's head. Like, he's normally oblivious to this, but I think he's noticing something. Okay, Childstripe and Violetpaw talk about what they see in the clouds. Childstripe, Froststar, and Aloyska had a nice talk while eating. Burm sees that Snaildusk's piece of prey looks tastier and asks if she'd like to swap. She agrees happily, saying that she likes that one better. Okay, that was a good bonding moment for them. Burm clears up a misunderstanding with Bluepaw. Okay. An injured butterfly lands in front of Bidden and Childstripe. They take turns in their trade for a few days until it can fly again. Okay, that is nice between the two of them. Bidden and Childstripe used to be close in the beginning when Bidden was new because Childstripe brought her in and then they became close friends. But I feel like since then Bidden has kind of been chilling on her own. So I think this is kind of nice. Okay, Bidden and Iris Quiver had a great time on patrol. Sandy Mask eats with Bidden all the time. Sandy Mask likes the way Aloyska laughs. Bruce wishes he could get his pelt to shine like Snaildusk's. Bruce didn't tell Childstripe about the feather stuck to her face, so Childstripe spent the whole day looking silly. Bluepaw notices one of his friends laughing with Childstripe. Is he getting jealous? Aloyska shares a joke about a neighboring clan with Burm. Aloyska waves to Cicada Lotus with her tail as their patrols cross paths on the territory. That's adorable. Eggpaw saw Iris Quiver the other day, but didn't get a chance to meow hello. Aww, Eggpaw. And I bet that would be bothering him the whole day. Whisperpaw gets excellent advice from Hot Sauce about something he had been worrying about. See, guys, look at this. Hot Sauce is the type of cat who has a holistic approach to healing, and she loves giving cats advice and like she's like a therapist almost, talking to them, conversing with them through their problems and their struggles. So that's kind of nice that she's helping out Whisperpaw as well. Okay, Airpool can't believe how talented Dawn Valley is. You know what? Dawn Valley would be so happy to hear that because he's been feeling a little bit overshadowed by the new medicine cat Hot Sauce. So I think he would be like over the moon that Airpool is looking at him, not Hot Sauce, as the talented medicine cat. Okay, Violetpaw and Dawn Valley always have something to share with each other. Darkpaw stole Bloomfreckle's catch right out from under her claws. Guys, their mentor-apprentice relationship is the most turbulent one I have seen. In fact, this is more turbulent than Bidden and Whisperpaw. I thought that would be the most, friction-filled relationship, but apparently not. Because they have been having, negative interaction over negative interaction over negative interaction, so this is very, very difficult. I was hoping that after the patrol they went on, almost having Bloomfreckle, caught by two legs, that Darkpaw would maybe learn to appreciate his mentor a bit more. Apparently not. Okay. Darkpaw, Hot Sauce, and Childstripe took a sunbath and had a little small talk, yes. While looking at the stars, Linger and Iris Quiver make up some constellations. Linger is asking Cicada Lotus interesting questions. I wonder if while they're looking at stars, Iris Quiver was probably mumbling something about Cicada Lotus, and then Linger was asking Cicada Lotus some questions about his relationship with Iris Quiver. I think that'd be cute. Okay, Juliet finds a bit of fluff that smells like Whisperpaw and adds it to his nest. Okay, interesting. Maybe, you know what? There have been times in the past when I've been wondering, isn't that a bit of an intimate thing? But, yes it is, but at the same time, I'm thinking that maybe sometimes the smell of other cats gives some cats a sense of security and comfort, and Whisperpaw is a very, active and present adolescent, and he's kind of, I feel like, the type of cat who would jump in the face of danger to protect people. So, Juliet, someone who's more nervous, probably kind of feels reassured when he can smell Whisper Paw nearby, because that kind of ties into the idea that I'm protected. So that's kind of nice. Okay, Juliet and Alwiska tried to say tongue twisters. The whole clan notices how close Hot Sauce and Alwiska are lately. Though Hot Sauce has been unhappy with Whisper Paw, Hot Sauce helps him with something. I wonder why Hot Sauce isn't happy, because he was giving Whisper Paw some advice, and Whisper Paw was actually getting helped out with that. So that's kind of intriguing. I wonder what happened there. If you were to ask Hot Sauce, no other cat is anywhere near as fun or interesting as Alwiska, and I think the clan noticed how close they were getting. So that's kind of cute. I think Hot Sauce maybe admires Alwiska, because, you know, she came in and she kind of learned Alwiska's story about how she was kicked out of her clan, or she was exiled for something she didn't do, maybe the sickness that happened, which we talked about, and, you know, she was really close to giving birth to her kids, and she knew that Feather Clan was on this beach and she was trying to get to them, and hearing how difficult things were for her, but she powered through, I think Hot Sauce really admires that, and she kind of wishes that, you know, she was there to help Alwiska at that time. So okay, that kind of wraps up all of the events that we have going on. I'm very quickly going to see if Frostar's circle of close circle of cats has changed, and nope, it is the same as it has been. Dawn Valley, Cicada, Lotus Bloom, Freckle, and Iris Quiver. Okay, that is fine. We're having like way too many cats for me to be going through and remembering who is being acknowledged by the leader and who's not being acknowledged. So I think the only thing I'm really going to pay attention to is the inner circle of the leader. So okay guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.